Hello, parents and students. I'm Lynn Shamali. I'm the head of theatre and productions at St. Anne's, have been for many years. And I just put this little presentation together to alleviate any fears that parents might have around their girls choosing art subjects, one art subject, two art subjects, many art subjects. Um, I am really talking to the value of studying art subjects, um, specifically in the creation of a well-rounded individual. Um, and obviously, I speak in relation to drama and performance, but really, what I say applies more or less in every way to visual arts, dance, music, and so on. So I think one of the major experiences that we have as parents is that the world has changed. And certainly when we were at school, things were very different, subjects were very clear, and things are different now. Education is different now. And a lot of parents don't actually know what is involved in the studying of art subjects. Um, and I think some parents feel, well, if you're going to be an actor, study drama. If you're going to be a painter or sculptor, study art. If you're going to be a concert pianist, study piano. But there's not really a sense that it's a training that is a general training. It's not just about being an expert. It's not about winning the Oscar. Arts training goes much deeper than just skills-based training to be particularly brilliant at something. Um, and so what are the skills? And they what we would have called in the old days the soft skills. What are these soft skills? Well, defining them are character traits and interpersonal skills that characterize a person's relationship with other people. But in reality, they have become life skills, not only in business and the workplace, but in life itself. And as we go forward, certainly, and we are already seeing this as a fact, one of the greatest challenges of our time in the 21st century is not going to be around diabetes or around heart disease um, or even obesity. It's going to be around mental health. And this is going to be the greatest challenge for our girls' generation. Already, the resurge of depression, anxiety, mental health related issues. And it's because, in many ways, young people are not learning the skills that they need to actually live in the world. And that is a reality. So, what are these skills? What are the skills that we need to survive? And what are the skills that we need in the workplace, regardless of what your actual work is? Leadership. Well, we all know this generation are not going to take top-down leadership. They're not going to respect you or listen to you just because you are older or just because you are their boss. Um, they need to be inspired and they need people to work alongside them. That is the leadership they need. And that is the leadership that will be taught in an art subject. Servant leadership and inspirational dynamic leadership. Come with me because I'm excited about it and I'm going there. Hold my hand and come with me. That's the leadership that we need. What are the other skills? Teamwork. We have to learn to work together. We cannot expect success in any form or shape in our lives if we isolate ourselves on some little island somewhere. More and more, we are required to collaborate and we are required to work together. And the skills of working with other people are not easy. They're not easy skills, but they can be developed, they can be taught, and they can be practiced. And how do we practice them? Well, teamwork becomes easier if we have communication skills and confidence. Communication skills are about being able to speak, to be clear, to be heard, but also about being able to listen. And the confidence comes with an environment in which we can speak and be heard, and an environment where we can be listened to, and an environment where we can fail and where we can laugh. And so, drama in particular teaches communication skills. You know, the nature of performance is ensemble. It's not about the one lone star, it's about the group. And in order to create, in order to perform, we have to be able to communicate. We have to be able to work together. And we have to be able to have the confidence not only to do that, but the confidence to be able to speak and work in the group. Problem solving through creativity and innovation. Um, I don't think there is any field of work where creativity is not needed and innovation. If you think of even fields such as engineering, medicine, fields that are considered to be highly technical, highly scientific, it is through creativity and innovation that people are able to solve problems, that they are able to move forward, that they are able to find solutions around difficult issues. And this is a key aspect of arts training is problem solving. Well, I think if there was a time that taught us this, uh, yeah, coronavirus, flexibility and adaptability, to be able to switch to a new plan, to be able to embrace change and to not have unbelievable fear of the unknown. Um, I mean, we in the theatre department have been creating film projects for the last 18 months. And that has been a huge challenge. And we've had to learn new skills. And likewise, I mean, I'm speaking you today in this recorded presentation rather than being able to stand up and speak to you in a live presentation at St. Anne's. And so this flexibility and adaptability that young people are going to need going forward is just key. And art subjects are a great training for that. This is a big one. To be able to actually just put in the work, and to be able to just try and try and try again and fail and laugh and be picked up by other people and try again and fail again and try again. And you know, the resilience to be able to push through to a deadline. You know, in theatre, certainly, and certainly in fine art, you know, you can't advertise a show and then stand at the theatre door on opening night and go, I'm terribly sorry, the show's not ready, please come back next week. And the same for an exhibition. You have to actually work and push through and get to the end point. And I think this is a really important skill for young people today. It's so easy just to throw your hands in the air and go, oh, I can't do it. You know, I'm too tired. I don't have enough time. Um, and this, I see how the girls grow in theatre and performance in such an incredible way, um, in resilience and work ethic, and just being able to have the grit to see something through from beginning to end. Critical thinking, a big one. I mean, the English department will tell you they teach this too. But art subjects are amazing, and you know the theoretical component of the subject, actually digging into this sort of writing, the playwrights, um, the artists, the genres, the protest, the way in which they stood up in and around issues in their context, in their time. And I just think it's absolutely vital that young people are able to put themselves in other people's shoes and see the world from a place other than their own, and have some real empathy and compassion for that, to be able to critically look at something, and to be able to critically look at themselves and their own work and their own things and their own ways of thinking, and to be able to be in an environment where that can be expressed without fear, and understood and heard. And they can then make decisions that come from a place of insight. I think that's really, really key. And so, what am I really saying to you today? Well, I suppose I will say what I've been saying for the last 22 years. Whether your daughter wants to become an astronaut, a doctor, a lawyer, a physicist, a cook, a hairdresser, an interior decorator, a CEO of a corporate company, taking a subject like dramatic arts will ensure that she has the skills to thrive in any context or field or environment that she should find herself in. And while I use dramatic arts, I say that for art subjects in general, because we're all looking at skills that our children are going to need going forward in life. Content knowledge, what we know, we can find that on the internet. We can find out any amount of information. It's about what we do with that information. It's about how we express that information. It's how we create it, how we solve it, and how we move it forward. So I suppose what I'm saying is, if you are concerned because your daughter might want to do an art subject or even two art subjects, don't be concerned. Arts training is probably the best training for life, for surviving in the world, but not just that, for thriving, because we don't want to spend the rest of our lives just surviving. We want to live, and we want to make the most of our skills, our talents, our opportunities. And if we have the confidence and we have the resources, and we know that we can be flexible, that we can change, that we can listen, that we can talk, that we can lead, that we can be led, we are far more likely to enable our children to really live a fulfilled life, um, a happy life. Because success is not an achievement. Success is in being fulfilled in who you are. Please feel free to contact me should you have any queries with regards to dramatic arts as a subject or any other art subject. I'll be more than happy to take your questions, your telephone calls, and all I can say is that I absolutely love the work that I do with the young women of St. Anne's, and I see the way in which they are going to be able to grow themselves into amazing people in the world. And we need that. We need amazing young people in the world. Thank you.